Hi judges, I'm Atharv. Imagine being a highly intelligent 7-year-old child, but every time you are asked to write a simple sentence, your hand cramps, the letter floats around the page, and you feel like a failure. Dyslexia affects 1 in 5 people globally. But as I began researching this space, I discovered a massive overlooked crisis. While researching, I found that up to 30% of the children with dyslexia also suffer with dysgraphia, a neurological condition that makes the physical act of handwriting incredibly difficult. If you look at the AI and accessibility tools available today, they are severely limited. They all focus exclusively on reading. They offer text to speech, they change the background colors, or they use spatial fonts. But none of them actually teach a dyslexic child how to write. They ignore the physical mechanics entirely. I realized that to truly solve this, I had to go crazy. I had to build a clinical grade occupational therapy tool right in the browser. This is how I invented Lexi. Lexi is a multisensory gamified handwriting therapy platform. It isn't just a drawing app, it is heavily rooted in the Orton-Gillingham methodology, the gold standard clinical approach that builds neural pathways by engaging visual, auditory, and kinesthetic touch simultaneously. Now let's log in.
Welcome back, Alex. I am Lexi. Let's start practicing.
Now when a student logs in, they are immediately greeted by Lexi's interactive voice engine, which utilizes the web audio API and speech synthesis to act as a real-time, encouraging coach. This fulfills the auditory requirement of the Orton-Gillingham method. Lexi isn't just for practicing the alphabet. I built a comprehensive curriculum that includes uppercase and lowercase letters, full words, numbers, and even shapes to help develop foundational fine motor skill. Every single module uses the same underlying clinical engine to guide the student. See the demo. These are capital letters.
Draw a small letter A.
These are small letters.
Write the word cat.
These are words. What we can also do, we can mute this Lexi AI while we are sitting in the classroom, so it cannot disturb the teacher. So we can see the sentences mode, this is numbers mode, shapes mode, and this is drawing mode. Now let's look at the actual tracing. Let's go to the letter mode. I couldn't use the standard of the self drawing libraries because I needed absolute precision. So I built a custom canvas vector engine from scratch. Now as I draw, the engine acts like a virtual occupational therapist. If a child is tracing on the right track, they are rewarded with the beautiful sparkling rainbow effect. But if their hand slips and they go off the route, this ink instantly turns red. This provides immediate intuitive micro corrections, keeping the child highly engaged without being punishing. Now after drawing this alphabet, here is where the platform gets really deep. Once I finish, Lexi analyzes my writing and it gives me a score. But this isn't just a simple pass or fail. My client-side AI calculates 13 different clinical metrics instantly. It looks at geometric accuracy, motor planning, start point adherence, and even tremor detection. Usually analyzing these biomechanics requires an expensive therapist watching the child write. I automated it using Math. And because it runs entirely on the client side, it's a lightning fast, perfectly private, and requires zero external API calls. Now therapy is only effective if a child actually wants to do it. So I built a full gamification loop. High scores and accuracy earn coins, so which kids can spend in my reward store to unlock new trace colors or buy gifts for Lexi. For example, see this. He can buy virtual toys by using their coins like Bot Buddy, Gamerpad, Friendly Ghost. Now they can also get streak titles, like if there is a 1-day streak, so it will be starter. If it is a 5-day streak, so it is a learner. Now after this, he can also claim this, like he or she will get a certificate of achievement because children love certificates. Now they can also buy some magic pens like shiny gold. They have the coins, so they can buy it. Rainbow pen, this will be very colorful obviously. Neon glow pen, royal purple, dotted pen, spray point pen, dash pen. Now all of this telemetry is useless if parents and teachers can't track it. Because I save everything offline using local storage persistence, I generate a real-time clinical dashboard. Here is the student portal. There's the first thing, that is progress and mastery. Here the parents and teachers can see what their child has been practicing within these days. For example, there are capital alphabet section. Here, if a student has secured 7 successes, then he will get gold badge. If he have got 4 successes, then he will get a silver badge for that. And if 2, then he will get a bronze badge. You can see for capital alphabets, now these are for small alphabets. These are for numbers, words, sentences, drawings. Now there is another thing, that is history page. In history page, a parent or a teacher can see what their child has been practicing within this day, within a specific day. And there is the analytics page. Here they can see accuracy trend. This is for last 14 days. We can see that from on 19 June there was 71% accuracy, and this accuracy has been increasing, and now it is 93%. There is category performance, which we can see like total how many alphabets have been covered by the student. Like in capitals it is 27% is covered. For activity, how much child is actually practicing on a day. Like on 19 he have been practicing on 23, he have been practicing continuously like 23 or 24 days, and now it is decreased to 22. Now here is another thing, which is top mastered, which he is actually mastered which things, like which words, which alphabets, and where he needs practice. Here is the clinical metrics overview. Like you can see, there is a person who have stroke coverage at 90%, directionality at 89%, but tremor at 76%, cognitive load at 47%. We can export this CSV. Now there is specific metric trend too. Here we can choose among all 13 features which we have to select, and for the last 14 days it will show trend. Like if we go for tremor, you can see it has been started decreasing for this LX person. So this all thing is available on the dashboard, which can be used by the teachers or parents to analyze how their child is actually performing. Now dyslexia is a global challenge. My platform features a dynamic multilingual engine. With a single click, I can swap to Spanish, French, German, or Italian. The AI instantly adapts the vocabulary, the orthoglyphs, phonic pacing, and the voice synthesis. For example, if I choose French, the words suddenly changes to the French language, and the sentences also changes. Now this is how we have addressed the different languages issue too with our platform. Today, dyslexia solutions are limited to making reading slightly easier. With Lexi, I am going further. I am using client-side AI and precise telemetry to help children regain control of their hands, build their confidence, and finally learn how to write. I am Atharv. Thank you for watching my demo.